Good morning, Suzuki Science Grade 12s. I hope that you are meeting Friday with a smile and that the days of the week actually mean something to you. It's Fridays, and tomorrow you won't see an announcement from me or my face talking to you, so that might help you differentiate between one day of the week and another. So we did replication this week. Replication is an important part of genetics. If you decide to take biology next year, you will definitely be talking about molecular genetics and replication and what we'll do next week. So this is learning that you will see again. In terms of what you had to do for us this week, it really was just looking at a lot of documents. I'm going to go to our course here under classwork and pandemic. Week 2, we had the all the information, right? So we had the information about the scientist, information about replication, and I mentioned Sanger sequencing, and I bought a new tablet. I'm gonna, not a computer tablet, just a board that I can use my pen with. I'm gonna see if that works. If it does, then I'll make up a Sanger sequencing lesson. If it doesn't, then I'll just watch TV or something like that. So you're working your way through this PowerPoint, working your way through the video lesson, getting an understanding of the material. We asked you yesterday as a class to participate in this Flipgrid because we are going to potentially use that in a future assessment. We have the town hall coming up, but I'm really concerned about the grade 12s here because we took quite a bit of time, Mr. Desange and myself, to put together some ideas for you. And out of our combined class of 25 or 26, we had one.
From here.
Yeah, I like that amber. That was really nice. 2.
That's really quite clever, Malcolm said, nodding. I still don't understand, Gra admitted.
I like how you do the 2 different perspectives. 3.
Hopefully, yes. And then the insects are...
Sam?
We won't know for sure, of course.
Really quiet. It was just hard to hear you, but I could hear you. I just turned up the volume. 4.
To clone a mammal, you need white cells, which are much rarer than red cells. But
I like that. I like your prop. 5.
Tim saw the Dr. Grant spot the next phase of our work. Said, how we identify DNA we have extracted before that.
Interesting. 6. 7.
they went through sliding doors into a chilled room. There was a loud
And 8.
In essence, you're
The Santa hat.
of an incredibly powerful...
All right. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus, of course, Mr. Desange, who started us off, and myself. So that's not a lot of people. We are missing many of you who decided not to participate. So I don't know what's going on. Lovish didn't make it. Sarthak, Ishan, Zoha, and Liba in the same house. So you should have extra reminders from each other. Gaganpreet, Alian, Mushkan, Faizan, and some of the students from Mr. Desange's class, you guys didn't make it. What's going on? It's a really simple task. You just had to read it, and things are going to be a little bit more complicated. So if we're going to try to make the class engaging, we do need everybody on board. So those of you who made it here, find your friends, ask them what's going on, why didn't you participate, why aren't you being a part of this? And the more of us that are there in the classroom, even though we're virtual and not together, will make it a much better learning experience. We'll feel motivated to continue to do something more than just put up a PowerPoint and make you read it, because that's not great learning. Okay? So I encourage you to find your friends who didn't show up and ask them why they didn't show up. Maybe even tell them they still can. It'd be nice to see them in there. This one here wasn't really designed for you to have a reply. We're just doing a kind of a chain. But we might use this technology or something different next week. Last thing, so in D2L, for my class, I've created a quiz, and that quiz is a replication quiz. It's the quiz I would have given you in class if you're here. It doesn't count. Like I said, your midterm mark is going to be submitted, and that's going to the system, and the universities will take a look at that. After this, we'll talk more about how your mark will be determined or not determined. For the most part, we'll be focusing on potentially end of the week little quiz assignments or whatnot, and your projects, right? Will typically be maybe one major assignment that's due at the end of a unit, and we're still working on that idea. So this replication quiz, you'll notice that for those who get extra time, you have your own special quiz. So go into it, complete the quiz, see how well you understood the material, and then on the end of unit, when that happens in a couple of weeks, there'll be something that will be very similar in style to this, in addition to whatever project we design for you guys to complete. Okay, so that is this week, and I hope that you guys had a good week of learning and you do enjoy your weekend.